180 British pounds. I'm gonna have to do the US conversion right now.
You're gonna have to pay for dinner because I can't afford it.
It's worth about 30 or 35 million dollars. The stars do look epic in the tunnel. MC12 Competizione next to a P1 GTR. What is going on, guys? I hope you are having a fantastic day. We are taking the new Rolls-Royce Ghost out into London for some additional car spotting. Zach has been gracious enough to drive us around, but what he doesn't know is we're just gonna be sitting in the back seat. Now, apparently, these new cars, if you just pull on the handle, nope, how do you get that to work? I was wrong. They don't automatically open from the outside, but if you're in the inside, you can pull on this, and that is actually opening the door. All right, take me to the Ritz-Carlton, sir.
Sorry, you're underdressed.
And then the door button, of course. It is unbelievably comfortable back here. We've got the nice Starry Night headliner.
With shooting star option.
Oh, you've got the shooting star option.
We do indeed.
And then I've got a screen back here that will never get used, nor will this tray table. I will say there really is nothing quite like riding in the back of a Rolls-Royce. The suspension is absolutely sublime. It literally feels like we're not connected to the road whatsoever, like we're floating on a cloud. Now, I just noticed that we have no gas again, so this will be our 30th trip to the gas station in the last 3 days that I've been at your house. But we do get to see how much it costs to fill up a Rolls-Royce, or how much he's gonna charge me to fill it up because he's driving us around.
Actually, yeah, this one, nah, it's all right.
All right, guesses on how much it's gonna cost to fill the whole thing. I guess 130.
125.
Now don't fake it. Oh, it's getting close.
He said 140.
Oh, really?
Okay.
180 British pounds. I'm gonna have to do the US conversion right now.
You're gonna have to pay for dinner because I can't afford it.
That is actually sickening. 221 US dollars to fill this thing up. All right, let's try this opening mechanism again. So if I hold this, now, see, that blocks it. How do I? Oh, you just hold it slightly and it pulls your arm away from you. That's not even comfortable. I don't like that. The stars do look epic in the tunnel. How do you activate the shooting star? It just every once in a while goes? Come on. I mean, so it's like seeing a real shooting star. You gotta, what, I just gotta stare at the ceiling for the next?
Yeah, and it happens as often as a real shooting star, so it's like once every year or so.
So before we get into London, they wanted to do a stop at Joe Makaris, and already in the parking lot, there's some pretty awesome stuff. Check this out. We've got an old generation Maybach, which it's looking a bit dated, but honestly, I can appreciate how different these things looked than the standard S-classes. And also, on the new Maybachs, they really need to have that epic badge. And there's not one, but two. Look at that. That's a 62S. Is that a 57?
Yeah, but look at the number plates. Quad 8 JM, Quad 9 JM, Joe Makaris.
That's pretty badass.
Bosh.
Check this out. Beautiful Vanquish. Nice Lancia as well. We've also got one of my favorite BMWs of all time, the 1M. I love this car, especially in this launch color. I feel like it's cooler than an M2, and they've held their values extremely well. Love the competition wheels. Such a cool little performance car. An old Cord sitting in the parking lot as well. Absolutely stunning Ferrari. Look at this. And then behind it,
Dallara Stradale.
this thing looks crazy. I really like the blue color. Well, guys, welcome to Joe Makaris, which may very well be the coolest dealership I have ever been to in my entire life. The collection of cars here is insane. Everything from the ultimate classics to some of the greatest new cars, and I can't wait to show you through some of their inventory, starting with this gorgeous SP2. I love these cars. I can't imagine what it's like to drive with no windshield, V12 in your face. Next to it, beautiful Pista Spider, beautiful old Jag, and check this out, an Audi R18 Le Mans car, which allegedly ran on diesel. I had no idea that they had these diesel Le Mans race cars, but they were trying to promote diesel before Dieselgate. And this thing is one of those examples. Could you imagine actually owning this? Gorgeous Mercedes. Now next to it, we've got a Diablo VT Roadster. I mean, I am overwhelmed right now. The collection is limitless, but we'll walk through one at a time. This is gorgeous. Check out this red Countach. I am in love. And then tucked away, hidden in the back, I mean, everywhere you look, you find something cool. just a casual Senna over here. Nicely spec'd 992 Turbo S. And then check this out, something I've never seen before, a Ferrari P2 365 with a full restoration. Look how mint this car's interior is. The seats look absolutely untouched, and from the front, that profile is just absolutely breathtaking. Then we come over to this Dino 206, another absolutely stunning Ferrari. Wow. Then over here, we've got a DeLorean from the Back to the Future movies, which actually has some kind of Back to the Future style wiring all throughout the car. Check out the interior of this thing. That is crazy. One of my all-time favorite Ferraris, the 599 GTO. They have not one, but two 599 GTOs here. One of the craziest Lambos I've ever had the pleasure of reviewing, a Reventon, although this one is a roadster. Next to it, casually, a Jaguar XJ220. Let's take a look at the interior. How cool is that? This car has one of the most sinister rear ends of any vehicle. As if that wasn't enough cars, we come over to this section. Check this out. A beautiful Maserati MC12 Competizione next to a P1 GTR. Wow. Here is the second of two 599 GTOs in the showroom, next to another beautifully spec'd Pista. Tucked away at the end, a beautiful Lamborghini Miura. Look how cool, you can see the engine basically sitting inside of the car right behind your head. That has got to be an incredible driving experience. And then we'll move on to my favorite car in the entire showroom, the beautiful Ferrari 250 California Spider. For those of you who are Ferris Bueller Day Off fans, this was the car that they stole and drove around for the day. These things are worth over $10 million. It has to be one of the most beautiful Ferraris ever created. The design is just so classy. That front end, I love the vents on the side. Nice hood vent coming on to the interior. Look how mint this car is. Oh my gosh. And then next to it, a Ferrari Dino, actually finished in Rosso Dino. And casually, a pair of Ferrari 275s. How absolutely incredible is this? I just realized this P1 GTR, I don't know how I didn't realize because it's written in multiple places, is actually road legal. So this is one of the first cars that the company Lanzante completed, turning a P1 GTR into a road legal car. The back of this DeLorean is absolutely insane. I like the license plate too. This thing's pretty crazy, the Dallara Stradale. I haven't actually seen one of these in person before. Apparently powered by a Ford EcoBoost 6-cylinder, making 400 horsepower, although I imagine it's extremely light. And it's completely exposed green carbon fiber. Take a look at the interior. It's got a 6-speed manual transmission. Pretty cool looking seat patterns. And apparently as spec'd, this is about 240,000 British pounds. Zach taking a look at the Diablo. What do you think? It's sweet.
So nice.
Look at that interior.
Once it's off, you just lift it up.
Yeah. Cool way to hold the roof as well. It comes up with the engine though.
Look at that V12. This is one crazy looking Abarth. The Biposto. Oh my gosh, full carbon doors.
Less than that. Okay, this could be
George and Zach, after touring this place, what do you think's your favorite car here?
probably the Diablo.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, probably the Diablo. No, actually, what am I saying? It'd be the Count Spider, but just a
Yeah.
different colour.
See, I'm much more particular about my modern stuff, so I've got to go the P1 GTR Street. It's got to be.
Oof. That sounds pretty good. The turbo whistle. Well, not only is it an exquisite dealership, there's also a lounge up here. There's a bar. Maybe make ourselves some cappuccinos over here. But this should give us a really cool aerial view of the entire collection. I mean, are you kidding me? And if this area wasn't already cool enough, look, the table is a V12 Ferrari engine. That is crazy. Get a load at the other side of the dealership from a top view. I mean, I legitimately think this might be the coolest dealership I have ever been to in my entire life. All right, this is my first bathroom tour ever, but look at the sink, Ferrari logos on the door handles, and then look, the toilet has little race cars in the seat. What on earth? So the reason I've never seen one of these before is because there's only 2 of them in the world, and apparently it's worth about $30 or $35 million. Oh my gosh. This has to be the classiest, most expensive ashtray on planet Earth inside the Ferrari California. Imagine driving this down PCH. The interior of the 599 GTO, I love all the satin carbon fiber. Satin carbon just looks classier to me than gloss carbon. Look at those seats. Off to do some car spotting now with vehicles that are actually moving, but I can't think of a cooler dealership or how we're gonna possibly top that.
I know, it's mad. That
We started off very strong.
Yeah.
Now I will say in the new Ghost, this is pretty cool. Wireless charging port that holds your phone inside here and then you can close it away. Not but 30 seconds on the road and we've already seen a beautiful red 812. Nice little 488 spotting. And even more gorgeous than the 488 is probably this bridge. This is, you don't like when I talk about the architecture, but this is beautiful. Nice looking Defender. I wonder what it's defending. F10 M5. Oh, hello, fellow Rolls owner.
Oh, SF90.
Nice Assetto Fiorano package on that SF90. Oh, let's go, LFA. Now that is an awesome random spot. Street parked LFA, look, he's halfway up on the curb. That license plate is awesome as well. And they've left me. Honestly worth it though to check this thing out. I love this car. Here's a question given the values. What would you rather have, an LFA or the new AMG GT Black Series? Would you rather have an LFA or the AMG GT Black Series?
LFA, no
Yeah,
doubt.
I think so. Another red 812 and a 488 Pista Spider. The Sprinter has got a quad exhaust. I kind of like that. Nice Bentley. Ventador S. So if that's the boot, what do you wear on your feet? Boots? So do you ever put your boots in the boot? Yeah. New Phantom 8.
We've been upstaged.
For real. Guy's license plate says Cricket. That's pretty cool. Do you like blue Ferraris? That is gorgeous.
Shmi has one. This is a same color.
All black 812 GTS. I imagine this thing sounds insane with the top down. Check this out, Cullinan on Kuwait plates. Interesting decals. Full veneer wood.
That's very nice.
Ghost on the plate. It's pretty cool, except it's not a ghost. A sea of nicely spec'd black cars. Brand new Range Rover. Got a nice S-Class over there. Sprinter van. And then we've got a Roma over here. Pretty cool plate on that Roma. Nice Maybach too. I almost got killed by a Bentley just there to go check out this Taycan Turbo S with really cool white wheels and a nice Turbo S cab behind it. This is actually pretty darn cool. 70th anniversary GR Land Cruiser in matte white. I don't know if that's factory paint or not, but I really like the way this thing looks. This poor DBS must have been sitting outside for so long. It's got a nice accent here on the side. My gosh. This has to be one of my favorite street spotting so far, the Aston Martin Signet. Look at this, basically an Aston Martin smart car. This is absolutely crazy, I love it. Easy to park. Another absolutely epic find, check out the license plate on this SVJ. The Bat, that is so cool. This car really does look mean in all matte black. And this Skoda is unbelievably close to it. Well guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.